Good afternoon, welcome to Made by Granat. It's Anna here, and I'm back today with my landscape format journal, and she's almost done. I have been having a lot of fun in this journal as well, and off camera, but it's closing in to being finished, and I want to do some final touches with you guys. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well. It's Sunday. I have been tea dyeing all weekend and trying to build up a stash of papers for winter. We had nice sunny weather, so it dried pretty quickly. As you can see on the front, I have taken my image, backed it onto some craft paper, I believe it was. Crunched it up a bit, and then I added these corner protectors, or it's not really corner protectors, it's just decorations, and these were originally gold, and now they were not, they were silver and now they're not silver anymore. I have started by painting them with my gold pen chrome marker, and then I let it dry overnight, and when the day after, I took out my alcohol inks and I decided to grunge them up and make them look a bit older, and I think I succeeded. So that's what I've done to the cover. What I want to do to the cover right now is that I want to add fabric or lace to the spine, because it has started to do a bit of ripping here. I think I pushed a bit too hard when I tried to get rid of the insides, and so I want to cover the spine in fabric or lace, and I have picked out a bunch of fabrics. So that's one thing we're going to do today, and the other thing we're going to do today is to decorate the first page, because I think it's quite boring. I don't like the font. The only thing I like is this. But so I want to do some decoration. And as you can see, I have had it to the sewing machine. There's lots of threads hanging and dangling here now. And so that's done. So those two things are the things left doing. And then it's up to the book press with the signatures and make them go flatter and then sewing them in. So excited about this, but I think we are going to start by, which one should we do first? Let's do the cover. Move these to the side, and I'm going to keep the end papers as they are, so the fabric that I sew the signatures onto will go out here, but the end papers will stay intact. I think they're fabulous. This is a fun journal. Oh, I haven't done any collage. Well, then I have to do that someday, I think. So we have this spine, not funny at all. And I have been picking out red fabrics because, and this is not red, it's more of an orange. There's red. And then we have green. Well, we'll see. I have a pile of fabrics here that I want to try, and yeah, let's start. This is some fabric I picked up thrifting. It's what's that called? You know, the fabric you use to cover chairs and stuff in, and it is absolutely wrong. This is a cool color, that is a warm color, and that will not go at all. So no, not that one. Oh, this is also cool color, which won't work, I can tell already. No, it takes the focus away from the image, so no, I don't have very many red. This is a piece of fabric or some kind of cloth that I got from Souvenir de la France in one of her mixed media packs, and I can see that that doesn't work either. Too bad. That would make a cool spine on a journal though. Maybe I will have to find some cover that I want to extend the spine for. Yeah, I'm going to keep that on my desk. It won't go back in the cabinet right now. It will be kept on the desk. This is ticking. I received it also in the mixed media packs from Souvenir La France, and nope, that's also cool colors, warm colors. This is a fabric that my mother has woven in her loom back in the days. I don't think I was part of this one, but I helped her to do lots of weaving. But no, wrong. It would have been fun though to use her fabric. That will go on another journal. We'll have more ticking. No. Oh, too bad. This is not good. We have a lovely tablecloth. No, it's not. It's a curtain that I used. I haven't used. I bought thrifting a while back. Let's see. That would be no. Even if I do like this, it could go with her hat, but no, I don't think so. I have to go back into my cupboard, I think. I'm going to pause you guys and be right back, okay? And I'm back. I found some things I want to try. I hope one of them works. Here I have, this is blue, as you can see. Definitely blue. It's something I thrifted for $4, and it's really heavy. It's also the kind of fabric you use to cover your furniture. What's it called? Well, I had it on my tip of my tongue before when I was in the cupboard, but could, because this is quite regal in the, you know, and we have blue here, so that could work. Blue and gold. That could be awesome, actually. I think we might have a winner, but I'm gonna check the other ones as well, of course. But I like that. That could be fun. Just have to cut it down this edge here. I have to cut it down, and yeah, that could work. Tapestry fabric. Could it be that I was thinking about? Then I have this. It's more of an orange, and I think it's quite good with the color here. This is, I believe this is Tilda fabric. Yeah, it is Tilda. The quilt collection. Audrey Honey Yellow. So let's just make a little edge there. That could work as well. It's not as regal as the other one, but it could work, I think. Especially if I have some lace on top of it. So that's an option as well. We have two options now. Yay! And then I have this. This is Stamperia fabric I purchased. And I didn't know what I was getting, but yay, it's so thin and flimsy. I have no idea how I'm going to use this. It's really thin, as I said. But this isn't to make the spine, just to make the spine more durable. It's also to beautify it a bit. And I think that could work as well with the swivels. Couldn't it? This is like a scrapbooking paper, 12 by 12, I think. But I'm thinking this could work as well, couldn't it? And I could just maybe even leave a raw edge or fold it in. And Because we have the same colors here. That could be good. Now I have 3 totally okay options. Let's pull out the lace as well. I just pulled out a few that I knew was kind of the right width. This one is hand crocheted or woven, and I could do fabric and then this. That could work, I think. Decisions, right? Let's fold this a bit so we can see more what it will look like. Something like that. And you can see this one is really blue and here is faded. So it's going to need something. That's one option. And then I pulled out these. Especially I want to look at this one because of the color here. Yeah. So I could do just that, but then we'd see the cream color through. And I could do this one. I'm gonna iron it, of course, before I use it. Could do that. Now I have something to think about, right? Could do... Nah, I don't think so. Decisions. This one. No. So I think that this one is taken out of the composition. Now we have the Zamperia or the Tilde fabric. Can you yell at your screens, please? See if I can hear you. Maybe I will have to leave you hanging and have a meeting with my crafty friend Carol and see what she thinks. Because she is a fabric. She's a quilter, so she has really good ideas about fabric. Well, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Finally, I'm using the Tilde fabric. No, not the Tilde, the Zamperia. And how much do I need? As I said, it's quite flimsy. But I wanted to go outside here, and then I wanted to go into the hinges. So I'm just going to... I wonder if this can tear, or how well it's gonna tear. I have no idea what quality it is. Probably synthetic. Nope, it doesn't tear. It feels like a scarf. Oh dear, how am I gonna do this? You think I'm gonna cut this straight? I should have one of those. Oh, I think I have one. What are they called? Circle cutters? No? How do I get this down? Like that. And I'm gonna have a ruler that is metal. And I'm gonna get this out of the way. And I think I'm gonna use another cutting mat underneath. See, I have some stuff. Just that I never use it. And I promised Nancy I am going to iron it before I use it. I promise. Nancy would go nuts if she saw this. Maybe she does. So I want to, let's see. I have to iron it before I cut it. Give me a second and I will be right back. And I am back with my fabric ironed, and now it's much easier to measure and to try and cut it, I think. Well, I'm gonna try to do this. So I'm gonna line it up here on the edge, like so. Should be quite straight, I think. And then I'm going to cut it. Nope. I thought a rotary cutter was supposed to be making it easier. Well, I'm not a quilter. Did I say that? Well, I'm doing my very best. There we go. So let's get rid of all the threads here. And here I have to let's use the cutter, shall we? There we go. And it is almost electric, static. And I have to even it out here when I started to cut, because that didn't go very well. There we go. So let's see what it will look like. I might have to cut a bit more. I just realized I have to cut the top and bottom as well. So I'm going to just plop this down like this, and I'm gonna have the pretty side to the front like so. Let's fold it over. I kind of like that actually. Yeah, that's pretty, much better. And now for the big question, do I want the lace or not? Maybe I should just start by putting the fabric on and then add the lace if I want to. God, I'm smart today. So I think I'm going to add some glue to this. And do I want Fabri-Tac? It will go through this. It will go through it because it is really thin. I think I'm gonna go with my bookbinder's glue and see if it will. And underneath of this I want some paper because I don't want to get glue on my board. So let's start. I am so happy that you all are with me today and help me get through this decision making. I'm going to try and spread it quite thinly with my silicone makeup brush so it doesn't ooze through too much. And I can already see that I got some glue where it shouldn't be. Here. There we go. Trying to get it down into the hinges, the folds, or whatever you want to call them. And I'm gonna start by putting glue all over the beige paper here, just to because that's what we are aiming to cover, right? So there we go. So let's try and add it. We have more glue here. I'm gonna take that off later when it has dried. So I want to leave a centimeter or so, and then I'm just going to try and plop this down. I might have to add some more out here. I'm going to use my little tool here to spread the glue and make it stick. Perfect. And I am going to, as I said, add some more because I can see that it is not covered all the way out. Now I should have a smaller makeup brush for this more delicate adding of glue. And I do have a smaller makeup brush, I just realized, but why use that when I already started with this one? Okay, two options. One, get your paper out and dry that right away. Two, wait and use your rubber to get it off, but I think that worked. Yes, it did. Perfect. Let's go to the back. Not as much here, just a teeny tiny bit. And I think I'm gonna get the lip makeup brush out, the teeny tiny one. It's a teeny tiny brush used to put on lipstick. If you use it in the makeup world, which we don't, we use it here in our craft room. And I'm sorry if you see my head. I'm gonna do this, trying not to get my head in under the camera, but well, my messy hair, I'm having a bad hair day. So no photos of me today. This I will have to do something about. Well, I like that. Let's see how it looks when you... Yes, that looks much better, I think. Let's flip it over and see if we can get this up here. I am going to have to cut a bit here. I can see, and I put my scissors somewhere, didn't I? Yeah. Because I don't want it all to show when I have sewn in the signatures. I'm gonna I want it to be hidden, but what is going on here? There we go. And I'm also going to cut this here. There we go. So, as I said, I have been having fun making this journal. It was a real challenge using this format, but so much fun. Having to think outside your normal box, or whatever you say. But yeah, I have added decorations. I have added flips, flip outs, flip ins, tip ins, extensions. Yeah, decorations. But tried not to overdo it, and I have tried to leave lots and lots of journaling space for the new owner of this journal. There we go. Let's see if we can fold this and make it stick. There we go. This added an extra piece of interest to the cover, I think. And now we're going to decide together, you and me, my friends, if we want the lace or not. I hope I'm in frame, and I want to move these up a bit so we don't accidentally put the glue on the cover. Do I want to add that? If you see it in a bookshelf, you will just see this. Or you will see this. No, I think we won't go with the lace. No lace today. Sorry, lace, you will have to come out to play another time. These are still waiting for my collaged bobbins. I used to store them like this in my cabinet, but now I want to have some bobbins and have them all lined up in another in a big wooden tray. So we're gonna put the lid on the glue and move it on the side, and now we are going to have fun with the first page of the journal. Whew. But I like that. I hope you like it too. I think it really, the whole Renaissance vibe there. I like it. So what do I want to do with this? As you can see, I have a big bit of variation here in my book, and this is meh. I think it's meh. So I was thinking, the book, the original title of the original text block was Sweden during the 18th century. And I thought I could go with that flow when doing my first page. So I have fussy cut. I have pre-fussy cut a couple of, what's it called? Ladies from a fashion book I have of the history of fashion, and these are from the 18th century. You may recognize the Jane Austen type clothing and the marvelous hats. This is like a turban, I think, and yeah. So, and these had a bit of color, so I like them. I don't know. Let me do like this. So this is how I was thinking when I had it in here. I want something that goes with a pink color here, and both of them do, and they were on the same page. They were like two friends out for a walk or something, or one in the day and one in the night, because this looks like an evening dress and this looked like a promenade dress. So the question is, should I have both? Could do that, or I could just have one of them, and my eye goes to this one because it's the red and the pink. But what do I want to do with her? I could, let me see. Let me just move all of these fabrics to the side and see if I can. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just moving my fabrics. And I am back at my desk. So, maybe we want a frame. If you hear something, it's my husband washing the bikes with this power washer. I have these layered frames, Tim Holtz, and I was thinking maybe she could pop out of a frame. What do you think about that? Let's try. And then I was thinking like she was in a frame and then popped out of it, like so. But then I want something behind her because I don't want to see that. Do I have a piece of paper? That's just another color. So it's really like a painting. Maybe the round one. Could be more fun. Then we won't see her fabulous shawl as much. But it is a fun idea, don't you think? The frame idea. What else do I have? Oh, right, wait a second, I have something. I fussy cut a thing a while back, and I made a cover. I can't remember the journal's name, but it has a lovely lady on the front, and she was in a frame in the book where I got her out, and I saved the frame. Because why not? You always need a frame, right? And now I'm thinking, maybe I can use it somehow. We already have a frame around here, but maybe we can have another one, and that will cover up the horrible text down here, which says the company that printed this book. Sweden during the 18th century. And then we can have her somehow, and I like the gold there, goes well with her dress. She could be like, ta-da! Or I could even have something behind her and make it like a frame. You could like turn, you can make a tip in. This came in a, I purchased some, what's it called? Stamps, and this was the backing to the packaging. Maybe I could do something with that. If I cover this side with something, and then no, it's too big, crap. I could have something there, and then I could just, this is the original page. No, it's not. No. Is this too painful? You can fast forward me. I could do it this way with her inside and just popping out up there. But I want something behind her. What else do I have in my box? I have this letter. Vintage. How about I make background of this and let her pop out like that. That could be fun, right? And just cut it to size. And then it can be in the middle of it, or it can be, because I don't really care for the title. On the other hand, I saved the title page, but only for this, that it was published in 1972. Let's play with this, shall we? Yeah? Try not to make it too painful for you. Glue paper. We need to ink her. I am using Vintage Photo. was the ink that was on the top today. She has this mustard yellow goldish color gloves and gold jewelry, and then she has gold here as well, and I think she's just fabulous, and I love those colors together, the red and the mustard yellow. It looks so luxurious in a way. There we go. We have softened it a bit, not as sharp and white. Let's do the same with the frame, and I see that I need to cut it up here because it's has been torn. Maybe I tore it out of a book page or something. So I just want to take a smidge like that to even it out. Perfect. And let's ink it. I'm so happy that I get to use this because it's been over a year that I used the photo, the image that was old masterpiece that was in it, and now I get to use the frame. I knew I would find the perfect place for it. And I hope this is it. So, where did my page go? Did you see where I put the page? Oh, it's still in here. It's still in here. So I don't know if I want it that way or if I want it the other way. No, I think I want it that way, and it really just covers everything perfect. So let's cut the letter. And I have so many letters, so cutting one up is no problemo. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to and I want the text all the way. So I'm just going to use my pencil and make a few marks where I can cut it. Like there, and about there. Okay. And I want to use my Fiskars cutter, and these can be used as backgrounds or as collage or whatever the rest of the pieces. And this letter also has many pages, so I am happy to be able to use it. I must stop hoarding things and start using them. So I want to get these two glued together first, I think. And then I'm gonna put the lady on top of it. So I am going to put glue on this frame first, art glitter glue, and then I'm going to plop the letter onto it. And I can see that I have it upside down. It's supposed to be this way. No, the glue doesn't want to cooperate. Did I leave it without the pinning too long, or no? Thank you very much. Perfect. And once again, I hope I'm in frame, and I hope I didn't show my curly head. There we go. Let's just try and get this glued down, shall we? And can move a bit more that way. Put it somewhat straight. There we go. Paper towel is good to have on your crafting desk so that you can get rid of excess glue oozing out when you do this kind of thing. Let's flip it over and see what happened. Yes, I like that. So happy. And she will fit perfectly in here. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. I love it. I'm happy. So I am going to pop some art glitter glue on her all the way up to the feathers in her turban. And now I have to think about what kind of journal I want to start next, because this one is going into the book press, paper press, and then the pages will be sewn in, the signatures, and then it's almost finished. I do most of my decorations before I sew it in. Then I don't fill the pockets and such until afterwards, but I decorate and I do my collaging and things before I use it. Before I sew it together. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's see how it looks on the cover, on the first page. Perfect. Just perfect. Oh, do I want to cover up the whole thing? Should I make it into a tip-in? Or should I just plop it down? No, this is my journal. I'm gonna plop it down. First I thought, oh, I want to show everybody what book it was, but no, I don't. This is my junk journal that I made. This is my artistic right. Oh, thank you, Catherine, for teaching me that. Artistic, what does it just say? The artist's right to make decisions on how it's going to be. I don't know. Can't remember. I'm going to glue it down, and I'm going to start with glue stick, and then I'm going to use art glitter glue around the edges. So, by the way, I did a little shopping. I got a note, an email about a week ago that a shop, online crafting shop that I have been shopping at before, but a long time ago, it was closing. They decided to close the shop, and for different reasons, and everything was 50% off. And I jumped into the shop and I ordered. What did I order? Is it this one? Yeah, I ordered a bunch of distress oxides. I ordered re-inkers for my distress pads, and I ordered Tim Holtz paper dolls, 2 packs, because when they're 50% off and I use them so often, I thought, well, why not? Because I'm going to use it. You know I'm going to use it, so I don't feel bad about that. So, yeah, quite happy with that decision. I was really happy. My wallet was happy anyway. maybe I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't sale, but now I have it in my stash and I'm not going to hoard it, promise. You can even see the title through here because the stationery was so thin. And she is going a bit out of on top of the page as well. I'm going to add a bit more glue to her feathers. There we go. And a bit more to her shoulder. And make sure she doesn't stick onto something else. Well, let's see how it is, how it looks when you add it to the cover. So as I said, this will go, the signatures will go into the book press, and it will be a lot thinner, I can promise, because I haven't flattened them at all. I really like that fabric. It looks great together with all this. Oh, I love this, so cute. Isn't this fabulous? I love it. I really love this. It's amazing. I'm so happy I decided to do that. Something totally unusual for me to do this, but because normally I would just plop her down there and it would be finished. Maybe a label or two, but this is fun times. Yes. Oh, look, a pocket, a vellum pocket. You can put something interesting in. If you can get it to enter the pocket. Look. Oh yes, so much fun. Well, I am going to take my signatures, run upstairs and put them in the paper press. Then I'm going to go outside and save my papers that's been drying outside before they blow away. And then I have to cook dinner. But thank you all for being with me. I hope you liked it, even if I had a bit of faffing around. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And next time you see this one, it will be a flip through. I don't know when it will be. It will be when I have sewn in the signatures and decided if I'm going to put anything else in her. She still doesn't have a name, by the way. I believe the image was called something like After Lucrezia, and I already have a journal called Lucrezia in my shop. Remember the small one? So I didn't want to name her Lucrezia again. And so if you have any ideas about what to call her, let me know down below. Or she will just be Landscape Journal or Lady in Red or something. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be back soon with another video. It might be the book of everything. It might be flip through. It might be start of a new journal. I don't know. Take care, and I wish you all a great week. Bye.